Nice blunt.
That's a nice blunt, dude. Well
I'm a
rolled.
smoker. Thank
Do
you.
it, dude.
Please do.
Guys, I wasn't there over the weekend, and I want to hear about what happened.
You missed out, man. It's fun.
And a couple of good nights.
GTs for sure.
I might say it was
I
too
don't,
much
think, I don't
fun.
think I've hated Jesse more than last weekend. I hated
Dude,
Jesse.
I had to pull you guys off each other. You guys are about to get
I
No.
did
knocked
slap
off.
Jesse a couple times
I
on Saturday.
really did not like Jesse.
I did
What
kind of
happened?
slap his face when Jesse does.
Beef. This is great content. I love it.
This man got way too drunk, dude. Like on just stupid. Just stupid drunk. Kept biting me. That's not cool, man. Kept biting me. The first time was funny. Second and third time, I'm pissed. The fourth time, I almost hit you, Jesse. I was
Probably
really
shouldn't.
hitting you.
Was it because Dwee was wearing the drip and he didn't want to get that?
Because he bit my $100-something jacket, man. Like, get off.
See, not the
Fuck
drip.
off, bro. Not the drip. Bite my other shit. I don't give a fuck.
That was a thick jacket. I will throw that out there. The jacket was drippy.
Thanks, man.
I was wet sitting next to you.
I appreciate that, dude.
Jesse,
Various
what-
sources of liquid.
Jess, what was going through your mind? What was from your perspective? Were
Yeah.
you aware of
Yeah.
yourself?
Let me jump in
You
there
aware
real
of yourself?
quick. Because when I was talking to Jesse at the end of the night, waiting for Uber prices to drop. It was like 7 a.m. And I'm
What?
like recapping the night with him, and he has no idea what happened that night.
I
At
think
least he didn't that morning.
Wait, were you up until 7 a.m.?
Yes.
What the fuck?
I went on a mini bender last week, boys. I had like
that was
3
like
nights in a row.
Thursday
I was
night
up
for you as well, I think.
like Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
I worked all of those days too.
That's ridiculous.
And then I got this like hour and a half of sleep Saturday night and went to work Sunday. It was a little bit of a grind, but a good bender should be.
True. How much pussy you get,
You
Jelly?
just gotta make sure. Like today, I put it on pause. I took a day for myself. Went to the park and hung out.
That's fair.
Nice.
But
Yeah.
couple of good nights in a row.
That's
Yeah.
I mean, that sounds fun. It also sounds like my ass would be laid out. Like I don't know how I could drink all night and then work after 2 hours of sleep. Feel like I'd be a fucking zombie. But it's more power to you, dude. That's sick.
Yeah. It's the drugs, bud.
So I was just gonna ask because someone put in the ideas channel that 5/8 of the squad left, and then something else happened after. What's that about?
Thursday night, I've been going to this bar that I've been introduced to lately called the Sundown Lounge, and it's like a quintessential dive bar, right? It's like originally a lesbian bar opened up by this lesbian couple. They're the only two people I've ever seen work there. Sue is there every night of the week, and she's just a hard ass. She'll tell you exactly what's up with you,
Nice.
And pool table, they got league games, they got the jukebox, they've got a Mandalorian pinball machine. Bill Burr is in this pinball machine, kind of sick. But we're chilling in there at a big table. And we're having a great time, right? Boys being boys, we're hanging out. I see like 2 younger girls walk in the bar, right? And they eyed us up. Saw them do it. Because I did the same thing, right? I was like, hey, look, cute girls. And they were like, hey, look, cute boys, right? And then I see them like inching their way across the bar, all the way across the bar to like a table of my friends, which is like sitting next to us. And a good portion of our guys got up and left around then. And I think it was just me, Jesse, and Caleb chilling. We're at this table. And I think Jesse got up, and then I got up for a sec, and these 2 girls just slid down and sat right next to Caleb.
Wow.
And it's so funny because that table was empty for like so little. Because then like Jesse and I came back, and then my friends that were sitting at the other table joined our big table. And we had this big like hodgepodge of random folks. And they're just some like
the moment
F&M
they sat down, it was when Caleb and I decided we're gonna get more pictures, and then they're like, pictures? Boom, slid right in. Yup.
I missed that. Literally right before they sat down, it was just me and Caleb sitting at the table too, and I was like, "Yo, those girls are totally checking us out." He was like, "Nah, he didn't believe it," but absolutely true.
I'm surprised
Long
Caleb
story
didn't believe
short,
it.
we're there, we're drinking. I invite everybody back to the crib to hang out, and the girls came too because the one like definitely had the hots for Caleb. He was like, "Oh no, like I've
Oops.
got." He like mentioned his girlfriend like casually,
Mhm.
not abrasive way. She was like, "Oh yeah, no problem. Like I have a boyfriend." And I think that might have been a lie. I think that might have been like, "No, this is okay."
Oh, damn.
I have a
Okay.
boyfriend too. And her other friend was a lesbian. So I'm adding
Yo, I
things
love
up.
Alex. That lesbian, out of the 10, maybe 12, maybe 20 different lesbians I met over the span of 2 nights at Johnny's, she was probably one of the coolest. She was the easiest to talk to, at least.
Johnny,
I hang out with just
who's the
lesbians.
lesbian?
It's just me and all my lesbian friends.
Yo, who
Yeah,
was
I
the
need
lesbian?
to meet some of
I
these
don't know what
lesbians.
they look like.
Wait, what?
Who was the lesbian of the two?
Guess. The big-haired one or the not big-haired one?
The black-haired one?
It's the short. I think she had like short hair, and then the
Yeah.
blonde was the straight
Yeah.
one.
She had a short hair,
Long-
like just like a crop top under a hoodie.
Yeah, that's a lesbian.
That was the lesbian, yes.
It's so good.
So continue the
That's
story.
better.
What happened? You
Yeah,
guys go back.
Yeah, so
She's too hot to not be a
we're
lesbian.
just like hanging out at the house, and it's getting mad late again. Man, I feel like they ordered an Uber, and they were waiting for it to pick up, and they said bye to me, and then like they said bye to me inside the house. And usually, like when I have guests over, I'll walk them out to their ride or walk them out to the front door or whatever. But they were sitting there with Caleb, and Caleb was like between them, and it was almost like he was like saying goodbye to. He's like, "No, I'm just walking them out." I'm like, "All right." He does. They get their Uber, and she tries to kiss him, and he's just like, "Oh no, it's not like he had to shut her
my
down," and he
goodness.
felt like bad. And he came back in, and then we were talking about it, like, "Dude, you just fucked up a threesome, dog. That was cake.
Oh,
Yours
it
for the
was about to
taking."
happen. Yeah.
Caleb
'Cause
breaks
that
up
girl
with
was
this
just
girl.
having like a crush on her friend, right? Probably
Oh.
using a straight man as an excuse to fuck her friend. That's my hypothesis.
I can see
Boy,
it.
oh boy. Dude,
But it's
Caleb
kind of
is a
funny because they're
smooth
like
looking lad.
young, and
You
I
gotta
think they're
give it
just
to
trying
him.
to get out there and like pal around with some older boys for the night. And I'm happy to play that role. Why not?
Johnny, you
I
said
bet you
word. Called them little F&M hoes.
I
F&M
think I did
hoes.
say that, and I stand by that. Anyway, I have them both on Snapchat, and
Oh yeah.
whatever.
Nice.
I told it was funny when they were leaving. I was like, "Yeah, I'll hit you up next time I have a party," and they were like, "Oh, that's so nice." And in my head, I'm like, "That is literally the least I could do."
Right.
Like,
Not like we should hang. Just like next time I have a bunch of random fuckers over, I'll let you know.
Just come
exactly,
on.
right?
You always have random people
We
over.
love
Like
What's that doing?
you always have just like people you don't know, anyways.
Well,
On Saturday, like
not usually. It's not usually like that.
I have never seen him before.
Dude, there were 5 people at my house that night that I had never seen before. And that's because my one buddy was like, "Can I invite my one friend?" And I knew that one girl, and I figured that she would bring her girlfriend, but then she brought like 3 other girls, and then 2 other guys showed up. And that one dude was fucking weird.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about.
You know which guy I'm talking? Okay, so Dewey, after you left, we were like outside smoking, and he like tried to pull like wrestling moves on Erin. It was so weird, and she was like uncomfy.
That's so.
And then like
weird.
everybody was like, "Dude, that was weird." And then he like moved to the outside of the group and started like he moved to the other side of me, so I was between him and Erin. And then he was like kind of freaking out about like being out in public and being around people. It was like, "This is how my brain thinks, man. Like I don't know, like I just like I'm messed up." And I was like, "It's all good, dude. If you're worried about what people think of you, just be a good listener." That's all I told him. I was just trying to get him to shut the fuck up and like go
Be a
away.
good listener.
That's
And this
pretty
dude
good
kept
advice.
going. I think fucking Nate said he heard him like say something like, "Yeah, someday I think I'm just gonna kill everybody." We're like, "What, dog?" So I like
What the
What
fuck?
on earth?
so it's getting late, and I make like 2 big pots of tea so everybody can have some tea and kind of chill out. And this dude was like so thankful for the tea, And we're just like, it's just tea, dog. Just relax and have some tea, chill out, And he was just like still kind of tweaking, and he ended up leaving like halfway through his cuppa. But that was strange. Also, him and the dude that he was friends with, I guess. Like I told him they could make a drink off the bar, and then my one friend Madeline like went up to them, and she was like, "Who the fuck are you guys? What are you doing here?" It was like a literally like a who do you know? And they're like, "Oh, we're so sorry. Like it's cool. Like, do you want money for the drinks?" And she was like, "Yeah."
What?
The Maddie got him there.
For $20, and she came back to me and Nate and was like, "Here, these are from the weird guys in the corner."
That's
like,
a grift. Good shit.
Right? It was like real homie shit. Like she's not afraid to just tell people when to leave and shit. Like
Yeah.
my one friend, it was like 4:30, and he was like, "Is it cool if I tell like someone else to come through?" Or he said, "Is it too late if I ask someone else to come
At
through?"
4:30 a.m.
Yeah. And I was like, it was kind of like, and then Madeline was like, "No, it's way too late." And I was like, I love her. She's the best. She's going to say the shit that I don't want to say to people.
Yeah, that's tight, dude. That's crazy. 4 a.m. How is he not home? Like, get the fuck out.
That was the 7 a.m. night. I didn't even go to bed until like 8.
Jesus.
And then I got to work by 9:30.
Oh my God.
Were there like a lot of people hanging until that late?
Yes.
Damn.
Well, I mean, for the last hour, it was just Jesse.
Just me.
Hours. And then I was like awake for another half hour after that before going to bed. Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Yeah, Bam's the man. That dude who brought your 2 friends and then who ended up bringing the catalyst of all that. Bam, I met just from his fiance sitting next to me. Once those 2 girls sat next to Caleb, and you popped down, and then your friends popped down. It was just like we replaced the boys on Thursday night, and meeting these 2 people, I'm just bound to talk about whatever, how I could connect with them. And how I connected with them is this manga I literally just started a few days ago before that night, Berserk. And this dude's got a Berserk tattooed on his neck. The mark is sacrifice. And the one girl goes, Griffith did nothing wrong, who's literally like the craziest bad guy in any.
Griffith did nothing wrong.
That's what she said.
He raped somebody.
Yeah, right? I know. It's so crazy. And
this bitch is crazy.
I know. I know. But it's kind
of funny how quickly we cycled out like our friends and then was like whoosh, new friends. And like immediately filled the table again.
Yeah.
They were kind of like on deck though, because they had like a high top literally right beside us, and they were kind of like seat hovering a little bit. As soon as we peeled out, I imagine they just sat right down.
Yeah, they were. They were
with all of them except for the little F&M slots.
Yeah, yeah, I recognize them from Zootropolis. I recognize the one dude because he wears the fuck out of those sweatpants.
Oh yeah, what's his name? Wait, well, I don't know. I don't want to misgender them. I don't know what their pronouns are, but they fucking killing that shit.
Which sweatpants, dude?
I'm confused. Is there a dick print involved? What's
going
on?
They got quite a dumpy.
I was like, what's with the sweatpants?
Austin.
Yeah,
Austin with the pretty hair. Dude, he's my dude.
For sure.
Cool guy.
He is a he. Okay.
But he is like a pretty fucking like a hell of a drag queen too. He performs at Metropolis.
You can tell he's got quite an ass.
Yeah, that guy fucking squats.
Dewey's like, let me find out about when this drag show is.
Yeah. You got a handle or what? What's with that?
Dude,
Yeah, he could
they're
probably
fun.
snap a
It's
2x4 with those cheeks.
those,
I swear.
those drag shows are hilarious. Like they don't sing and they don't really dance. They're essentially just hype men for a track.
They just strut, right? Like down a runway.
Right, yeah.
And people just like
Yeah, and they, they
hype them up.
dollars will go up, and it's kind of awesome. It's funny because like right behind the stage is like where the kitchen empties out. So like we have like a back storage room there, and there's a door that goes right onto stage. So that's where they like store all their stuff. So when I'm like going back there to get like towels and stuff to clean up and like my mop bucket, I'm just like dodging queens. They're bringing their own mirrors in, and like I'm like, "What's up, ladies? You know, like big leg tonight." And I'm like, doing my thing too. It's amazing.
Nice. Two worlds collide.
I can picture that scene. It sounds like madness. And I stumbled upon a YouTube video that was 2 different YouTube videos actually that were like, are femboys gay? Perfect question for the Know That's Gay podcast.
Femboy?
And both of the answers, femboys, are traps gay? This meme from old ancient internet history. Both videos,
powerful.
can you guess like the answer, Dwee? Have you heard of this theory? Or not a theory, it's an explanation.
Yeah, no, I've heard of it. I can explain it.
Go for it. My mic's all fucky.
Isn't it femboys are less gay?
No.
Because-
No. Okay, never mind. Way different. 2 different videos I watched is that it's the same as Schrodinger's cat. Are traps gay? Is that it's a quantum mechanic, actually. It's actually a quantum thing. It's not either. It's not both. It's not neither. It's all at the same time until you open the box. And they're one or the other. 2 different videos. I could share them in general. It's fascinating. This one dude, he's a Twitch streamer. His name's Professor Lando. He just has a fucking whiteboard and just explains like internet crazy things of like shit, I'm blanking. Just explaining memes and shit, and it's good. Say what?
So when you say open the box and see what it is, you mean like unzip the trousers and see what's back there?
Unbutton your trousers, mate.
Pretty much.
And see what you got.
Until the opportunity arises. Until you open the box of Schrodinger's cat. You've heard of this, right? It's like Schrodinger has poison in there, and you don't know if it's dead or not until you open the box. It's both dead and alive. Are traps gay?
Until
They're
it's
gay
observed.
and not gay. Yeah. It's a quantum thing. And that shit flips. That shit's just like applicable to anything. I think so.
I
many
like
things
the
are
idea of
cool.
a femboy having both a dick and a vagina in neither until they get naked until you see.
That's a hermaphrodite. Does a hermaphrodite have either genital? That's a completely different question.
I'm just saying how I interpreted your explanation. And
Yeah. I see.
I'd like to live in a world where you're rolling those dice, you know?
The observation of whether one or the other is whether trap's gay or trap's not gay is the same thing that I got taught this in college. Actually, I got taught the observer effect. The observer effect in quantum things. It's when the observer observes a thing, it's either one or the other. But it was applied to this thing called the I Ching. And the I Ching I brought up with Dwee's friend actually right before we left for decades, before I blacked the fuck out and started biting the fuck out of him. I apologize, Dwee. I'm sorry.
Is this Darwin?
the
I hope it
beef
wasn't Darwin. I actually had mad respect for Darwin. He turned in my wallet last night, or that night. I was very thankful.
Yeah,
Shout out
Darwin's
to
not gonna
Darwin.
steal your wallet. Like, we're friends by association. You would never.
Well, I don't know. I couldn't get a read on the guy. I didn't know if he was some rando who came in your apartment. I didn't know if he was like an a-hole. I saw him once. We were side by side at a urinal, and I tried chatting him up, and he didn't really say much. So I was like, all right, I don't know what your deal is. But then he wound up turning in my wallet. I'm like, all right, shout out to Darwin.
My dude.
No, okay, in the bathroom. I was washing my hands. He was approaching the urinal. So, and
Sure, you weren't
I had a
leaning
fucking-
over the stall saying,
No.
"Hi, Darwin. Nice to meet you." You got a nice set on you.
Yeah.
Darwin theory, indeed.
I mean,
Huge cocks will prevail.
Survival of the fittest, more like survival of the fattest dick.
There it is.
So true.
he probably had a
That's
hog
the
on.
death of it. Yep.
Yeah.
I learned about that in high school.
What?
The survival of the fattest cock.
This is real.
Didn't we all?
Staple of
It was
evolutionary
actually
theory.
in the gym class locker room, and it got stuffed into a locker because it had the least fat. Schnoz.
I mean, eventually, think how small
No,
cocks would have been like 10,000 years ago.
That's what, yeah, Johnny makes a good point. Like, when you think about it, like, how come micropenis hasn't just been, like, weeded out through natural selection? Because those guys aren't getting laid.
well, it's like a, you know,
Recessive
but-
gene.
yeah,
Not
it's
everyone
like
who
a
has that
mutation. It's a
DNA
mutation. It's not about.
is going to actually have a micropenis. They can still pass it on.
So if I have a micropenis and have a kid, he probably won't have micropenis. It's just a mutation.
I'm thinking
It's not
it's more
Probably
likely if you have. Can you have a kid if you have a micropenis? Is that
There's
an issue?
probably like indirect methods, maybe.
You can, probably shouldn't. You know, for the kids' sake.
Imagine if there was like a whole secluded island like Australia or something, and everyone did kind of have micropenis.
Why did you pick an entire continent?
Like it's the, you know, like
Yeah, have
a
y'all heard-
secluded island. All right, sorry, something smaller,
Have you
like
heard
in the
the-
Cayman Islands. Maybe not Australia. That's
Have y'all ever
that
heard of
was
the blue
extreme.
people of Kentucky?
The blue
No.
what?
Oh,
The blue
wait,
people
I
of
think I
Kentucky.
saw an image of this and like a link, but I never read about it. I don't know the story.
True. They had like a rare blood disease where their skin looked blue. And because they were in such a rural area in Kentucky, it's a very rare like affliction, but there was so much inbreeding and incest in their family that they happened to like conjure up this perfect formula. So all these members of this family in this town in bumfuck nowhere, Kentucky, were like blue.
So
And
it's got
then
Blue
it made the
Man
problem
Group, all
worse. Nobody
natural.
wanted to fuck them. Nobody wanted to have kids with them either because they were like, fuck that. We're not getting our gene pool messed up in that. So they just inbred
Right.
some more and created more blue people. It was probably a thing for like about a century and a half or something like that. It was like an old thing. But this, like the last blue, I forget what his last name was, but the last blue guy died in like the 70s.
No,
Should've
R.I.P.
kept them
blue
around.
guy.
They
Oh
had
my
like different
goodness.
variations of skin color for sure, but you should look that up in your
Are you
spare time.
googling it? Yeah, I'm gonna Google it. Blue people
Papa
of
Smurf,
Kentucky.
guys. This guy was blue as fuck. Almost purple. Almost.
What was their last name? One of you let me
Oh
know.
my god.
You type in blue people of Kentucky and like in the third row of Google images, it's like James Cameron's avatar.
Oh, yo, you know what? I've seen one of these. I've seen this guy, the one who's in like suspenders and he's
Papa
sitting on a
Smurf.
couch in one of these images.
Yeah.
He was on Oprah or something, and he fucking was racist as hell, I think.
Really?
And he was like, they're trying to say like you have pigment, you're melanated just like black people, and he's like, I'm not black. There's no way.
That's so good, dude.
Oh my.
Yeah,
That's coming from
probably good
Oprah,
that they're
mind
dead,
you?
but Jesus Christ, that's actually kind of cool that there's like that's a possibility. That means that they liked it, that they were blue, and they're like, "Fuck yeah, we're so blue. Oh, I want to fuck someone even bluer than me."
That's how we got James Cameron's avatar.
That's how
He was the inspiration.
This is something else. He married a non-blue person, an interracial marriage.
See, he was
Yeah.
open-minded.
good on him.
I
I can't
Yeah.
help but think about how I categorized all of the different lesbians I met at Johnny's place because it's way more than I've ever met really before. And one of them said this joke joke from South Park way too loud next to 3 black people. It was the one where Randy's at Wheel of Fortune and gets asked, it's N space GGERS. And it's the question, name people that annoy you. And I swear she said what Randy said, which is what you can think would be racist around black people.
She dropped
But
out.
the answer is naggers. And she kept on going up to me, just like saying naggers the rest of the night and saying Jesse with a hard J. Like, because I laughed with her at that joke. I don't know. She was
no.
just like the racist lesbian I was hanging out with. But probably not. Probably not. There were many different categorizations of different lesbians. Like the one that was fashionable, that was dressing up, giving Austin like fashion ideas. She was really cool. I think that one was Erin.
The one who got tombstoned by the dude, the weird school shooter guy.
Yeah, literally the people's elbow in the back of Johnny's place.
I was gonna say, Brennan, do you know what tombstoning someone is? That would, if you actually did that to someone, it would fucking shatter their neck.
Yeah, he said he was trying out wrestling moves in the back of the yard. I mean,
Yeah, but
I don't know
you
what the
can't
first one you
tombstone
think
someone,
of.
dude.
I meant anything. I don't know
Yeah,
what
you
this
got-
guy was trying out.
Please tell us that. What is tombstoning?
Tombstoning is when you hold someone upside down, standing up, so that
Scott.
their head is around where your knees are. Yeah, like this. And then you
Scott,
suck a
I
dick.
hate
No,
I hate to break this to
yeah.
you, but wrestling is fake. All those Monday Night Raws when you were little.
What?
It's real to
Dude,
me, damn it.
I'm sorry to
It's
break
real
it to
to
you,
me.
but no one actually got tombstone.
Okay, Brendan. So I'm saying that the people who wrestle on WWE are actually talented in some way, and that they can do these acrobatic moves, and they could sell that they're doing violent things to each other.
Well, don't put
So
words in my
when
mouth.
you-
They are talented folk. They're masters of their craft.
Right. So when you tombstone someone, their head is around where your knees are. So when your knees hit the ground, it looks like their head hits the ground too, but it doesn't.
There's
I
a
can't
tiniest
imagine
bit of
someone would.
clearance.
Right. So I can't imagine someone would actually try that because of the chance that it'll actually come down on their head and snap their fucking neck.
Yeah. Also, like outside on like
That sounds like a
concrete.
good point.
That's
You're still getting your dick sucked, though, right?
yeah.
What?
Yeah.
You're still getting your dick sucked, though, right?
Yeah. Yeah. That's
The whole time you're getting
100%.
your neck snapped.
Yeah, you're right. You know, if you're gonna go out, might as well. It's quick. Your dick's hard.
It sounds like a trade off. I don't know.
A quick death with a hard dick sounds pretty good to me.
I hope I die rock hard.
And that you could put that on my tombstone.
Died rock hard. Here lies Scott. About
Lived
to
hard,
climax.
died hard.
The new motto, man. Holy shit. It's not YOLO anymore. It's live hard, die hard.
It'd be cool to pay extra for whoever dresses dead people in like funeral homes for them to like put implants in your dick to like prop it up rock hard. So just so you're just pitching tent
yeah, that would
at
be
your
a nice
viewing.
That'd be
That'd be
sick.
tight. All your grandchildren could just have a nice look at your hard dick.
Yeah,
Sure, that'd be nice.
like damn.
All my lovers have to
Granddad.
come and suck it.
Mhm.
I have to give you one last kiss on your peener.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stroke.
It's just taped to a little
Everyone I've
wooden
ever
stick
had a
that's like
To a
It's,
pencil.
One of
One
those.
last molestation from the creepy
no-
uncle.
a nice Ticonderoga.
It's one of those pipe cleaners.
It's wrapped around like it's like
Just to flex.
got your shit looking like a caterpillar.
I'm gonna need one of those like long stakes you get for young trees, though.
Mm.
You know,
Oh yeah,
No, also, yeah.
the whole
Right.
thing.
Yeah, they
because of
would.
my massive cock. I have a
Yeah.
massive,
All right.
massive.
Yeah. They need to get a
It was
pipe.
like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, for me, they'd have to get a pipe.
For me, you could use probably paperclip.
Yeah. Just unfold it like one.
No, don't even unfold it.
For me, you'd have to open the Schrodinger's box to know if it's there or not.
Oh, I like that.
If they had this option, this would be the only thing keeping myself from getting cremated. I was like, oh, they got the prop your dick up option for the funeral. Oh god.
I mean, you could do that and then get tossed in a crematorium.
Just one day
There's
to
nothing
show it
stopping you
off,
from
and
doing
then
that.
they burn you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
actually, what I want is for all my homies to have access to my body, and you could take whatever like gag pics you want to take, and then you burn me up.
Just weekend at Bernie's your ass around.
Yeah, dude, that'd be so cool. The weird thing about Weekend at Bernie's is his body didn't decompose. It was just like there the whole time.
Yeah.
Like that shit would be falling apart. It
Is
smelled
that
terrible.
movie worth watching? I've never seen it.
I kind of liked it. I mean, I
Yeah?
haven't watched it since I was a kid, but I liked it way back.
God damn, you watched that
Never
as a
seen it.
kid? That's fucked up.
What? Dude, it's just a
You
dead
watched that-
body being dragged around by two aimless motherfuckers.
Still, I was watching like Shrek and Road to El Dorado and stuff when I was.
Shrek is not the best movie for kids either, dude.
It's also for adults. It's definitely for kids. Are you serious?
I mean, that's I don't know because like I'd say
hold on. I have
SpongeBob.
a perfect person to answer this question. Lynn Toe, second female on the pod. Woo! Yay! Hello. Perfect question. We're arguing right now. Which would you rather show to your child or a kid? Which is more family friendly? Shrek or Weekend at Bernie's?
Thank you, Justin.
Yes. Oh, okay.
Look,
All right.
Who won
Okay,
that?
I'm not.
I forget.
Scott,
You
you
didn't
wanna
word it
carry
right.
on?
You didn't word it right. You didn't word it right because
That's
I
what
didn't
we were
say that.
arguing about, Scott.
No. I was just saying that Shrek is also not the most kid friendly movie. I didn't say it was less
More
You
kid
didn't
or more
say
kid
the
friendly.
most. You didn't word
I just
it
said
like that.
I just said it
You're
wasn't.
walking it back a
you
little
know,
bit. That's
like,
fine.
You're
That's
just
fine.
saying that is it or not? Like if it was in the quantum Schrodinger's box and it would pop out kid friendly or not, it would depend on the observer, right? Quantum
Yes.
mechanics of the shit.
that part.
Yes. I
Mhm.
have a question for all of you too. I'm bringing it up in the mental ideas channel. My cat little Meicho in Chinese
Meicho.
translated to Cobol, direct translation, but I just like to call him Cole. It's pretty cool. I like that name. But then I told Ian this cat's name when he visited a week ago, Cobalt, and then I like Cobalt more. So now its name is Cobalt instead of Cole. Anyway,
That's what I thought it was.
yeah, Cobalt, right? Dope name. Every time this guy sees me, I've been away for a few days. He comes back, he directly points his tail at me because he wants like a vicious tail rub. But I have a theory that it's also just like getting him off because it's just like the same muscles. And that's what he wants because he got his balls snipped off, right? And that's his only way of getting that sort of type of action, right? So I'm jacking my cat's tail off, just petting my cat. Is it one of these three things? You have to pick one of them. Is it one? It's a guy cat. Is it gay? Two? Is it bestiality? Three? Is it motherly in a sort? If I had a child that couldn't jack off his own dick, and there was a mom to like do it.
Okay.
You've heard that story, right? Mom's like jacking
Yeah,
off.
the broken both arms guy.
Yeah, right. You know what I'm talking about.
Classic Reddit
Classic.
story, Sam. Classic.
I just don't like any of these three
Yeah.
options. I don't like them at all.
Or is it actually? This is the most far out one. Ready? I have a theory that we're connected with just like our pets, and we could like in like a multi-dimensional way we're like connected, especially your personal pet. People can
Wow.
live through the pets. Is it masturbatory? Because am I jacking my own cat self tail off? Those are the four options.
Mm.
Pick one.
I don't know. I feel like it's a lot of them.
All four? All the
At the
above?
very least, you're fucking a cat.
I'm fucking a cat.
Wait a second. He's not fucking a cat. He didn't say that.
There's no penetration.
Yeah. Can't prove that in a
Also,
court of law.
without penetration, I don't think it's bestiality. I think you could still jerk off an animal, and you're not.
Okay,
There's no
that is
bestiality.
not something. That is something that this podcast does not stand by.
I think it's just
Brennan's
frowned
opinions
upon.
are his own.
I think it's just frowned
Listen, there are
upon. It's
all
not
kinds of
bestiality.
jobs where you have to jerk off an animal.
Scotty, what?
Yeah,
Listen, they
there
can-
really is. John, you're
There are
absolutely
all
right.
kinds of jobs where you have to jerk off an animal.
I don't
Yeah.
know. Wait.
Hmm.
Okay, when
Yeah,
you
there are.
when you collect semen from like say a bull, you're not jerking it off. You're like poking it in the fucking ass to stimulate
Uh-huh.
the fucking
You're
What's that thing?
masturbating it, Scott.
Prostate.
You're masturbating.
stimulate the
You're
prostate.
making it
and then-
climax for your demands.
Right, but you're
I
not
feel like
jerking it
That's-
off.
Just because you're clocking in for a job.
Brendan,
I'm
just
learning
tell
a
us you
lot.
want to jerk off a cat. Just tell us.
Here you go, putting words in my mouth again. I don't need to defend myself. I'm simply
So-
stating facts.
Okay.
asking questions. Classic.
I
yeah.
don't think that it's necessarily sexual. I guess it's closer to the motherly thing because
Whoa.
I think if
It's-
any of those, it's like a bro job.
Bro,
It's not quite motherly. It's like a bro job,
that's another classic right there.
and that's not even gay. That's just helping out a homie.
Yeah.
Like
It's about the
if I
least
got
gay thing you
neutered,
can do.
I would want my tail rubbed.
hmm
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
I didn't think of
I
that.
think-
option. Thank you.
I think a tail. It's almost like what's a good way to what's a good
I
analogy?
wish we had tails.
Like it's like an erogenous zone, but it's not like if you're not like gonna fuck it, then it's not like you're
I don't know. Well,
Doing foreplay with a
here's an
cat.
interesting scenario. If like humans had tails, would tails be like something like you don't touch another person's tail, or is it fair game like patting someone on the shoulder, or would it be like akin to like touching someone's upper thigh? Like that's kind of off limits unless there's like some
Definitely
romance.
upper thigh. Definitely more like upper thigh. No doubt. No doubt.
All right, so you think there's a sensual nature to some
I
tail.
bet like at furry cons, the people that are wearing fursuits, you go up to and you start tugging on someone's tail, they'll be like, "Yo, chill."
But
It won't be like, "Oh, hello." They'll be like, "Yo, chill. That's my tail, yo."
nice in it.
I really like this question.
Yeah,
Thank
Well, I mean, it was
I
Brandon's
brought it
question.
up. I brought it up because of
why
the
did you say
reasoning
thank you, John?
when I was talking to you and Dom, and you told me that Dom like responded to "I'm jerking my cat's tail off to completion." You said like it shocked him, and I found that so
It
funny.
did.
Yeah,
He wasn't ready for that. He's like, he didn't know that's how we got down. So he learned something about me and my friends that day.
bro. Yeah, I like
But,
shouting out the craziest shit around Dom. Please go continue.
I was gonna say, like, my logic around this is like we evolved from monkeys, so
Ooh,
like
yeah.
some monkeys have tails, and I've seen in like the David Attenborough type documentaries where like monkeys will grab each other's tails, and I almost feel like that's like grabbing someone's leg.
Mm.
You know,
It's
like, and
definitely,
they,
it's definitely a thing, but it's not necessarily a sexual thing, for sure.
Mhm. No, because they use
It's
their
a
tails to
privacy
get
thing.
around.
Hey, yeah,
They use them to
that's my
pick things
tail.
up.
Yeah,
It's
Hmm.
more like a limb rather than a
the fifth limb.
firm
Yeah,
piece. Yeah.
Yeah.
So damn, I guess we've concluded that it's just I'm just
A bro
petting-
job.
it's a limb, and not even like a. I mean,
It
it
just
definitely.
it also
loves it.
depends on like how are we using our tail? I think that has a lot to do with it as well.
Yo, furries,
Like-
they're putting it down up around every single orifice.
furries
No
are a
doubt.
different league. I don't think we should have any of these comparisons be to furries. I don't think they're just sexual to begin with. So a tail is
You're
just
right.
like extra for them. They're going to use it sexually.
I mean, I you can't tell me that if you had a tail you wouldn't use it sexually.
I mean, it wouldn't
For sure.
probably be the first. I think the primary function would be as like a fifth limb in the way like monkeys do. You know,
Okay, yeah, I'm not saying
and even
primary.
kangaroos. You see how kangaroos like they stand on their tail, dude.
I mean, you use
don't-
all your limbs during sex, right? So you're telling me if you had another one, you wouldn't use that one too?
Yeah, I'm
You
not
absolutely would.
penetrating
You see?
someone with a limb though.
Yeah,
I mean-
okay, that's not what we're saying, Brandon. I like how you're going straight to you're shoving the tail in a orifice.
Well,
That's just
he
not.
said use it during sex. You can't say that. Okay, so I use my legs during sex such that like I stand up while I'm fucking somebody. My legs aren't sexual like parts of my body.
I know, but you use your
I'm
arms
trying to
during
break down
sex.
the logic here.
You could grab something. You could pinch something. You know, you could
You never
slap
kicked
something.
Fist something.
I didn't. Okay, see, you're going straight to put things in things. That's
Right?
your.
I know.
Yeah, dude. Come on, you
It's
got to
not
be more
necessarily what
creative.
we're talking about.
Yeah, man. You never cunt punted her for fun?
Oh.
That's what Brandon's thinking about right now.
I'm putting it on the bucket list.
Okay, I think we can just conclude that when tail whip is used during Pokemon, the Pokemon is literally inserting it in the other one's ass to lower its defense.
Yeah.
We're all right here.
That sounds legit.
We're all
Yeah.
right. So another topic to get down and dirty into. Does anyone have one? I'm done. I'm done with talking about my
You're
cat.
done with topics?
Yeah,
Those are some good
real
topics.
Good segue there, buddy. So good.
It was a hard stop.
I think Jesse had some good questions, ideas.
That segment was
Total.
just like massive segment about
That can
Massive,
actually
massive.
like kickstart a philosophy college lecture, like a 300 level college philosophy course.
Yeah.
Rubbing a
Yeah, that's
cat's
a level.
tail to completion. Go.
Over the weekend while you guys were hanging out, I was with Machi and I went to her friend. It was her birthday, so we went to brunch together. And after brunch, we were like walking around, and there was this like anime, like small. It wasn't a festival. It was like
Convention?
no. It was outside, but it was just like one block that was closed down, and there were like swings that had tables in between, like wooden swings. We were like, damn, what the hell is this? So we sat down. Actually, the reason we came over was because someone was singing Cop Car by Lil Wayne. The wee and we were like, what the fuck? And they were doing karaoke. So we're like, oh shit, karaoke. And then we saw these swings and we were chilling. We go to the stands. There's like food and stuff, and one of the stands is like it's the title was 2 words, and one of the words was lewd, and it was like kind of sexy anime clothing and accessories, and there was like weird wings and like I don't know what you'd call them, the things that girls wear to like kind of they tighten them, corsets.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah. All types of weird shit over there.
You got anything?
I didn't buy anything. No. I probably should have though. One girl was wearing this little anime style like it's almost like a maid outfit, and her shit she was busting out of it. She titties, ass. I was like, this is and it's cold. I'm like, ma'am,
Man.
please,
Man.
please. Where's your hijab?
Put back on hijab.
This is
on.
this is haram. This is haram. We were actually with a Muslim guy who was fasting, and I was like, avert
And he
your
was
eyes.
freaking out.
Yeah, oh, he was fasting in that convention. Oh,
Yeah.
inshallah, brother. Oh my god, this man. Holy crap.
He actually came with us to brunch, and I just felt bad because he was just
He's
sitting
really
there watching us eat. Yeah, I was like, if I was Muslim and I was practicing, if I was fasting, I just wouldn't go out to any eatery with anyone. I would just like avoid people who are eating.
Well, yeah, like because it's not like just fasting food. You're fasting like for other stuff.
He couldn't even drink water. He was like playing with his cup of water, just like moving it around. I was like,
God,
oh
I thought they
god,
allow you water at least.
No, you
no,
can't do
dude,
it, man. Come on.
not if you're
Not
legit.
for iftar, brother.
Yeah. Dude, apparently Kyrie is observing Ramadan, and he's hitting crazy shots, and he doesn't get to eat till it's dark.
That's
Luckily,
how loud,
the timing of the games is like it gets dark during the game, so literally he's like
Oh,
on the
yeah.
sidelines like eating fruit and shit.
Mhm.
That game's really close, by the way. So
I saw a clip of
yeah.
I don't know if it was like some soccer teams where they didn't pause the game time and both teams stopped so that one of the players could eat when they broke fast. Which is super cool.
That's a bro move.
Hmm.
But anyway, at the anime convention thing, we saw this big screen and they were like promoting certain shit, like one of the different like not what sponsors for not the convention, whatever it was. And we saw like people there was like
Mixer.
a couple booths for game like consoles and stuff. And we were like talking about Mario Kart and Smash, and this guy comes up and he's like, "I heard you guys want to lose," and he has like controllers in his hands.
That's crazy.
I was like,
That's
"Yo,
crazy.
let's go, son!"
That's
And
tight, dude.
so
I
he
love
put it on the big screen, and we were playing Mario Kart, and
Oh,
I got second place.
Oh, yeah.
He came in like fourth, so he was just talking shit for no
Yeah.
which
reason.
one was this? Which Mario Kart?
The Switch one. He had
Okay.
like the Switch controllers that like look like fucking console controllers though. So I had never played with those before, but they were pretty cool.
Hmm. Switch has so many controller options.
So
Gets
many.
crazy.
Too many. Damn, 15 seconds, 6 points. I don't know if it's gonna happen.
Scott,
What's
give us
the
a
score?
play by play.
All right, Cavs have the ball. They're timeout. They're down by 6. They're gonna have to make 2 threes in the span of 14 seconds. Kevin Love looks confused. All
Yo,
right.
I would
My
definitely.
last name was Love.
If Scott was announcing it, you're a born announcer, man. I'm naturally thrilled from what you're
JP
describing.
Bickerstaff is being pissed. Rondo is about to punch Kevin Durant in the mouth.
Yes.
And
Yes. Did that
Do a
happen?
tombstone him.
if
Nope,
Rondo
no playoff Rondo.
if Rondo tombstoned Kevin Durant, like his head would already be out the ground before he put his knees to the ground. Oh, here we go. Oh, Garland got the quick 2. 10 seconds left. Down by 5.
Oh
They're
shit.
gonna foul right away.
Down by 5. Jesus.
Yeah, they got to foul right away. Kyrie is not gonna miss these 2s. He just broke fast.
He's real fast.
There's
He's
no way in hell.
like 4 dates. He's good.
Yeah, it's gonna be slow. It's gonna be ticky tack free throws at this point.
Johnny, did I steal your lighter? Is this from your place?
Don't think so.
You don't recognize this parrot?
No.
Sweet. Free lighter from somebody I met Saturday.
Sick.
Very cool.
I woke up Sunday morning and I couldn't speak. I lost my voice like absurdly. It was bad.
When you said that, I didn't think, oh, his voice was gone. I thought like you were mentally handicapped.
No.
You woke up and you were like, "Whoa, sorry, bro."
No. It was kind of already going during the pregame at Dweez, and I was like kind of straining to talk over the music. I'm like, oh, this is going to be bad. This is just going to go downhill.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
By the end of the night, BK was incomprehensible.
Yeah, I was like, I need to get out of here. I'm not communicating
Bees?
with people. I was
The
feeling
Super
great
Bees
that night,
out.
man. I was feeling good. Yeah,
He didn't
I was
show
on
up, so
fire.
yeah.
Brendy's was fun too.
Oh, you went to
Glad I finally
Brandy's?
caught you guys.
Yeah, we were at
Yeah.
Benny's until they kicked us out. Like,
I don't think I've ever been to Brandy's like late at night. I've only been like during wing night.
I think that was my first time at Brendy. It was packed. It was like body to body in there. It was pretty nuts. It was popping.
Damn.
It's the spot, man.
the bar.
I remember blacking back in, thinking Brendy's was sundown, and like being so confused and then blacking back out.
Just checking in for a little bit and then going.
Well, where'd you go, Jess? Where were you at? You were just in your own
Dude,
little
he was
world.
breaking the
We were
space-time
trying to-
continuum, dude. He was out.
We were all trying to pawn off Jesse to the next person. We were like, no, I'm about to take care of this guy, man.
Nice. How are the other dudes? How is Bowie and who else came out?
There's a bunch of us
Andrew
at
and Brittany.
Decades, but then
Andrew was there,
yeah, at Brenda's
And
it was
Ian.
only a handful.
and of course.
Everyone say hi to my cat.
Hello.
Hi.
That's
Ah,
Brittany.
Let me grab my cat. I'm grabbing my cat.
Look how fat that cat is. Oh my god.
He's a chonker, dude. Look
He's
at him.
chunky.
Get him on a diet,
He's
man.
big bone.
You can't see him.
Oh my
Clearly.
god. I can't even see the end of his body. He's always out of frame. He's continuously out of frame.
His name is Bernie Sanders.
Oh, Bernie. Bernie for
Don't worry.
life.
Feel the burn. He has my vote.
Oh, Jesse! That's so cute. What's your cat's name?
They're
Let us
friends.
see, let us see his tail.
He's not looking.
It's big and bushy.
It's Butchie.
Is this a cat you're jerking off?
Jerk
Of
him
course
off.
it is.
Jesse, jerk him off.
We decided
Jerk
it
him off.
wasn't.
Do it.
Jerk him off, Jesse. Do it on
That's not
camera.
you.
We'll
It
blur
looks
it out.
like-
Don't worry.
It looks like he's like reloading a gun.
I can only get so hard, man. You gotta chill.
Dude, he loves
Oh
it.
man.
He does love it.
Aww.
That's a
That's-
big cat.
Let him lick himself.
Let's not do that.
Enough.
He's
Enough.
like,
You just see the cat's eyes go back and roll back in its head.
It's usually what happens. And now he won't leave. He wants it some more.
He wants more.
I would show you guys my cat, but I hate cats and I don't have one. So
You hate cats?
That's funny.
hate
I
you
don't
too, Brandon.
hate cats. I'm just a dog person. I don't hate cats. They're cute. I wish I could pet them, but I'm allergic.
Dude, dogs are they're too much, dude.
I always forget you weren't in a dog household, dude.
Dude,
Holy shit,
dogs-
none of you. Oh my god, I don't think any of you were. I can't believe I'm in the minority. It's hard to hold your own when it's just one versus.
Dogs are out, cats are in. Everybody knows.
F off, dude. Dog stand until I die. I love pets
Dogs
that
are-
love you.
Dogs are desperate, dude. They're just like all in your face and shit.
Oh, Jesse, what's this one?
This one's
I guess
named-
it's not for everyone to be smothered with love.
Uh-huh.
Hi.
Uh,
Oh, so cute. Oh.
Shut up,
Brandon, just shut up.
DK's loving this.
Brandon, go walk your dog.
Oh. Yeah, look how enthusiastic it looks.
Oh, no.
Look how happy it is.
Oh, it's so cute. Oh my god.
Johnny, are you allergic to cats?
Yeah, I have a mild cat allergy.
I was like, someone said
I
that,
love
and I was like, how you had a cat? But I guess,
When I lived with my parents, Mango was mostly an outdoor cat.
right, Mega was outdoors.
But then they got 2 more cats, and they were indoor cats. After letting Mango be inside more and more, they like gradually became cat people.
Yo, I swear, when this cat like licks its lip, when it mlems, it's like at a sound that's just like so much higher than the other cat. It has an audible mlem every single time. I could hear from the other side of the apartment.
Hey, my buddy was telling me the other week when people are allergic to cats, it's not the cat hair they're allergic to, it's the saliva. And it's because cats are constantly licking themselves. So then, one way or another, their saliva ends up getting on you. And
I don't know if I was the one that told you that, but I'd definitely be telling people that.
yeah,
That's pretty
that's what fucks you
I
up.
never
That's
knew
just
that.
a nice like Snapple fact for you.
I think people
I mean, there's
are
no way to.
sometimes allergic to the cat hair
Yeah.
too, but it's much more rare.
I'm
Sure.
allergic to mine are allergic to dust mites.
No one asked you, Scott. I don't think any of us care.
Well,
But
that's too bad.
fine.
'Cause I'm gonna
I
fucking tell
definitely
you
don't.
anyway. So I'm allergic to dust mites, and the way I
What the
found
hell
that
are
out was
dust
because
mites?
they're like. I'm glad you asked. They are little insects similar to fleas that live around dust. They live. They get like that's like where they are housed in dust
Where do they
particles.
come from? Do they just spontaneously like emerge out of dust, or like I don't
They
know?
come out of your
That's
ass.
okay. All right, I'm with you.
But so the reason I found that out was because my grandma had a bunch of cats, and my grandma on my mom's side, who had passed away like
Crazy cat people, crazy cat
5
ladies.
years ago, she had
Yeah.
tons of cats, and
Mhm.
so she didn't clean. She cleaned her house, but not well enough, and so they get the pet dander is where dust mites love that shit. So they were
And
just all
cats
over the
hunt these
place.
bitches, right?
Yeah, they're just living there.
I don't
Sunken
know.
out.
How big are they? Are they like microscopic, or you can like see them? They're like fleas.
I don't think you can see them.
Yeah,
Oh.
they're microscopic.
Yeah,
You guys
That's
ever had
cool.
to catch a lot of mice in your house? Any mice
Mice?
catchers
A
out
couple
there?
months ago,
Yeah.
I had one in my apartment. Before that,
Oh,
I think
yeah.
we had one at Poplar, but we never caught it, which is scary.
Wait, I have a story about my cat. One time he had zoomies in the middle of the night, and I thought it was just zoomies. But then he jumped on my bed and dropped something, and then it moved.
No
And
way.
it was a mouse.
Oh my
Oh my God.
god.
So
Yeah, it was
gross.
so
Fun.
gross. I screamed.
He didn't even kill it. He just
No.
took its like.
No, he just played with it.
Just wounded it.
Did you get back to sleep after that, or were you just like awake?
I was awake. It went into the closet. I trapped it. I taped the bottom of the closet, and then I went back to sleep.
It totally got out.
We caught
I
something
tried.
like 10 or 12 mice over the last, I don't know, 6 months ago. We had a lot of mice.
That's a
Ugh.
ton.
We got them with sticky traps, and we got them with snap traps. The sticky traps are kind of morally questionable, because then you have to kill the mouse. They're still alive, so you either have to
Yeah,
just
it's like they
throw
just
them in
get
the trash
tortured.
can
They
and let
just
them
get
starve
stuck
to death.
Yeah.
Yeah. So several of them we just put in a plastic bag and banged on the concrete out back
Oh, Johnny!
and killed them that way.
One way to do it.
No, it's not.
That's one way to do it. But that's hard to do. You can only do so many of those before you're like, I gotta find another way to kill these guys.
Yeah, right.
So-
You should get a bunch of BB guns and line them up and
God.
shoot 'em like a firing
We
squad.
we get three. Yeah, we get
No,
three
what
of them.
you
We do
have to
a
do
blind
is,
firing
snap
squad,
their
and only
neck.
one of them is loaded.
I was gonna do that.
But
That's how you do it in research. You just snap their neck.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
want to snap a mouse's neck. That would be like
Yeah, I
I
feel
don't-
like
I don't
if you
wanna do
fuck up, that's even worse.
yeah.
That's
You
how
know?
you're supposed
Nah,
to
you
do
just, you
just paralyze a mouse.
You just bag bash them. It's really the move. But
Yeah.
the one time we caught one live, and my girlfriend was over, and she could not let us kill that mouse. So we took a can of Pam spray and walked him up to the graveyard up the street and sprayed him and slowly loosened him off of the sticky trap. But he kept fucking up and not really getting off of it. And then he got his face stuck. So we're spraying his face. And then we got this super slimy, all slicked up and oily mouse, right? And he's just looking miserable. He's got no idea what's going on.
That's
feels
even worse
than
than
bag
killing it.
bashing.
You should have just off.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Eventually, I was able to just kind of scrape it off on the fence. And then he was just laying there dazed for a while. There were a bunch of crows hovering nearby, so he probably fed something.
Wow,
If
good
anybody
call on
wanted to eat
your
that
girl.
Pam.
Yeah, what a better ending
It
for
was
him.
not the move. It kind of worked to get him off the trap, but
So he got
man,
eaten
that
alive like
wasn't good either.
crows.
I like the way you said super slimy. It reminded me of sloppy steaks. Super slimy, all slicked up,
Dude, all
oily,
slopped up.
oily little mouse.
So that wasn't good.
God,
then
you
the
had
one that
10
I
to
caught-
12 of them at your place? 10 to 12?
It's a lot.
Yeah, we took turns killing him.
Damn.
At first, it was really just one that seemed bold, that would only pop out once in a while, and we named him Klaus, the house mouse. And there were a lot of Klauses. There's never just one Klaus.
It's like that one scene of Ratatouille. When they break
Yeah.
out of the house.
The one mouse that we caught like had probably been there all night, and he like shat and vomited himself.
Oh.
So that one I just dropped in the trash can. I was like, I'm not dealing with you, bud. You're dunzo. That's
Yeah,
what
that
I
was-
It's so
story, 'cause
fu-
y'all wasn't caught it.
you trapped a mouse, and you came back in the morning, and you're like, "Oh, you shat and vomited? What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Yeah,
I'm throwing you out."
it was fucked up. I
Unacceptable.
couldn't believe he did that to me.